you ever posted something that you thought would be a hit only to see it flop? It's frustrating, right? But what if I told you there are 5 things that you can use to practically guarantee more reach, more engagement, and more growth on social media? Welcome to this week's Rocky Mountain Marketing Quickcast. This is your go-to source for actionable advice and the latest news in social media and digital marketing. Every Thursday in just 8 to 12 minutes, I'm going to be delivering quick, impactful tips to help you stay ahead in the fast-paced digital landscape. I'm your host, Katie Brinkley. Let's dive into today's episode. Welcome back to this week's episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. If you've been feeling stuck trying to grow on social media, or maybe you're tired of posting without seeing any real results, this episode is for you. So today I'm going to share 5 powerful, proven tactics that you can use right now to grow on social media. These aren't just theories. These are actual strategies that work, that we've used firsthand with our clients, and I know that they can work for you too. So grab a pen and paper because you are going to want to take notes for today's episode. All right, so tip number 1, and it's going to be short form videos. Yes, folks. Short form video, feel like it's something I talk about every single week, and it's one of the best ways to grow. And I'm talking about short form videos. I've been seeing a lot of short form videos that are around the 30 to 60 second mark. You need to be able to hook people in right from the get-go. That's why the hook is the most important part of a short form video. And with these short form videos, I'm talking 5 to 7 seconds. You might be saying, whoa, why so short here? And this is because short form videos get rewatched over and over again. And that's exactly what the algorithm loves. So here's how you do it. Grab your phone, record yourself doing something simple. Maybe over here, I have my phone sitting up and just recording me recording this podcast. And this is where it's really important. It doesn't need to be doing anything important. It could be you going for a walk, working, even just sitting with your morning coffee, nothing distracting. Then you're going to overlay text that's either inspirational or educational. That text should hit your audience right where it matters, solving a problem, offering a tip, or sharing a powerful quote. This works really well on Instagram. It works on TikTok. It works on YouTube Shorts. And finally, of course, adding in that trending audio. Let's be honest, that's the secret sauce. That sound, the right sound can take your short from 0 to thousands of views. So tip number 2, you're going to want to find the top creators in your niche. It sounds super simple, but it's super effective. Shouting out other creators. You're going to pick 5 creators in your niche, people that you admire who share similar audiences, and you're going to share them in your Instagram stories, on your Facebook, whatever. But this is the key. You're not just tagging them in a post. You're going to record a quick video of yourself talking about why you love their content. Keep it short, 30 seconds max, and then tag them in it. So I want you to understand why you're doing this, because you might be saying, why would I tag people that are in my niche and saying that I really like them? Well, so my good friend, Austin Armstrong, he's been on the podcast a couple times. He is the founder of the AI tool called Syllabi. And on his Facebook post, he just did a simple Facebook post saying, people want to learn more about podcast strategy, you need to follow Katie Brinkley, which was great for me, but also it allowed me to then reshare his post. And it's the same for you. If you're going to go ahead and share, let's say you're a realtor and you want to shout out some of the top, maybe commercial real estate agencies, maybe it's a brokerage, shout out other people in your niche that have large audiences, because if you create the content, many of them are going to reshare it, which means their entire audience now sees your face, hears your voice, and gets introduced to you. That's free exposure. All right, let's move on to tip number 3. So now that you've been creating more content that is in alignment to getting more followers, let's talk about how we're going to keep those new followers around, okay? It's one thing to get people to notice you. It's another to get them to stick around and say, I want to see more of you. And this is where your value statement really comes in. This is a 1-sentence promise of what it is that you offer. It's the reason that someone should follow you. So let's be honest. When was the last time that you looked at your bio, your Instagram bio, your TikTok bio, This is the most important part to get those people to stick around. So you should be saying what it is that you do, who you help, and why these new followers should trust you. It's not just about that. If you're confused about what you should say in your bio, go ahead, take a look over on my Instagram, check out my Facebook page, check out my LinkedIn, and see what I have in there. Feel free to use that as inspiration. And if you ever need help with optimizing your social media presence, you can reach out to me at Katie Brinkley or Next Step Social and Podcasting. All right, let's move on to tip number 4. Number 4 might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's really, really important. Yes, you need to create content that is not for everybody. Stop trying to impress everyone. Stop trying to be for everyone. If you're for everyone, you're for no one. You need to be specific about who you help and how you help them. Don't be afraid to share opinions, to take a stand, or to show your personality. So let's take me, for example. I've been posting on social media that you don't need to post so much. It's not what a lot of people are saying out there. There's a few of us out there that I see a lot of their content saying to stop posting so much and love their stuff. But I found my why, what it is that makes me different, and I'm standing on this soapbox until I, sell my business. And this is what's really important. I'm not for everybody, but the people that I am for know my strategies work, they see the results, and they have more time back because of the framework that I have created. You don't need to be for everybody. And when you're clear on who you are, you're also clear on who you're not. And honestly, that is so powerful. All right, last but not least, tip number 5 here, partner up. Yes, partner up. This could mean going live with another creator, starting a podcast, and having people come onto your show. Co-creating content is all about leveraging each other's audiences. One of the easiest ways to do this is by, again, if you have a podcast, inviting people to come onto your show. I can't stress this enough. Having a podcast changed my business. And the people that come on my show, I value and respect in the industry, and we also have similar audiences. I'm hoping that the people that listen to my guest's episode stick around and they say, man, Katie Brinkley, she's pretty cool. I want to hear about more what she has to say. So find the people that you can collaborate with. Collaboration over competition always wins. So there you have it, the 5 proven tips to help you grow on social media right now. And the best part, you don't need a massive following to see massive results. If you found these tips helpful, please hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. And if you want even more personalized social media strategies, head on over to Next Step Social and Podcasting. I'd love to do a strategic intensive with you on your social media so that you can get a strategy that works for you and your business. Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. I hope you're leaving with valuable insights and the inspiration to lead your market. If you've enjoyed our time together and found today's podcast episode useful, I have a small favor to ask of you. Please hit that subscribe button to stay updated with the latest episodes. And if you know someone who could benefit from these episodes, maybe a fellow business leader or an aspiring entrepreneur, go ahead and share this episode with them. Let's spread the knowledge and grow together. Also, I'd love to hear from you and continue the conversation beyond the podcast. Visit me at katiebrinkley.com to connect, to find more resources, or just to share your journey. And be sure to pick up your copy of my new book, The Social Shift, at katiebrinkley.com/book. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Katie Brinkley, and I can't wait to dive into more strategies and stories with you on the next episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. Let's keep on taking your marketing to new heights.